Hello folks, it's James here and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. Today is Sunday, it's about 2 o'clock. Been up since the crack of dawn, taking my son to football, doing the food shopping, actually making some meals for during the week, and I'm exhausted. But I do like on a weekend to just take a wee bit of time out and film my shelf videos. So for those that are new to the channel, I've been going through my complete collection from start to finish, shelf by shelf. And today we're going to do shelf 19. And I'm going to do shelf 19 part 1 because if I was to do it all in one video, I reckon there's 150 titles on shelf 19. I think that's just a bit too much for one video. So we'll go round, we'll look at shelf 19, I'll go through them, and as I've been going through them, I have been, I think let's say weeding out a couple. I've weeded out a couple that could go at the charity shop because I've got the 4Ks or some things like that, and I just like going through them and watching, and I hope you do too. If you haven't seen from shelf 1, I would get yourself a cup of tea, go all the way back through and do that, and it's a nice relax and watch, I think, anyway. And we will go on to shelf 19 in just a second or two, but first I'll cue my intros. Or my intro, even. So here we are, we're about to start shelf 19. I'll do the ones along the top first of all, and I've been noticing the last couple of shelves, must be a loose floorboard here, because every time I stand on it, the camera wobbles. So we'll try and avoid that. So let's see what we have on shelf 19. Now, there is a logical order to shelf 19. Let's just call it Movie Mad logic, because most people won't understand that, but I do. And we'll go, I think you'll probably need to see shelf part 2 of the shelf video to understand the logic completely of this. That's not very straight on, is it? Let's move you over here so we can get a better view straight on of shelf 2. Again, we're a bit low again, still need to go a wee bit higher. There we go, hopefully that's it. So let's start with the ones along the top. So, first of all, we have a great 80s movie with Steve Guttenberg. And it's the German version that Larry very kindly sent me because I really, really wanted this one. I've got on DVD. And, right, I don't know if I want to talk about this because it's no strict. Well, is it? I ripped my DVDs to a media server, and when you rip them to the media server, the disc has to be perfect because on my software it does it. If there's a scratch or something, there's a bit missing. I watched the digital version of this I've got about a month ago. And I noticed there was a big bit missing out there, and I thought, what's going on here? And it's because I hadn't copied it properly, so I'm really glad that Larry kindly got me the Blu-ray. There is a Eureka British Blu-ray of Cocoon, but it's well out of print. And you can get it, but I'm happy with the German version. Oh, there was a little bit of rhyme or reason to that, but I've added a couple in there that make it not so... Oh, 5 pence. Where did that come from? I'm rich. Larry also sent me this. What a great movie this is. Harvey Keitel, George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, and Juliette Lewis, and of course, of course, Quentin Tarantino. But what a movie this is! I'm a fan of a vampire movie, and I watched this the first time. I was like, this is like a gangster heist movie. What's going on here? And then you get the twist. What an absolute beauty! And there's a story behind why Larry got me this one, and that is I actually ordered Dust Till Dawn, or I thought I did on eBay, and because it was a good price, and I came, and I actually think I ordered number 3. I've never seen the other Dust Till Dawns because I've heard they're not that great, but this one is an absolute classic for anybody's collection. Great movie, that one. So you might see my little bit of logic coming up here. This is a little Jennifer Lawrence section. We've got Passengers in 3D. Now I've got Passengers in 4K, so I don't really need all the discs in here. I just need the 3D disc. But the thing is, I haven't actually opened the Passengers 4K yet. But when I do, I think I'll take the 3D out here and I'll get rid of this whole 3D, this one. And that will free up a little bit of space. That on there. Next we have Red Sparrow. $5.99 I paid for that. But it was literally the week it came out, and I found it in Oxfam, and I thought, it was £15 in the shops, and I wanted to watch it, and it's actually quite a good espionage movie. I quite enjoyed it, and for $5.99 I thought, I'll get that. I had the money, I took it, so that's good. What's the movie she's just released that I just seen the other day? It wasn't too bad. What's the name of that one that's just came out? Can't remember what it is. I really can't, but I've seen it. And then we have a Hunger Games quad here. And I had these in my collection for ages, and I was actually going to... Let's bring you in a wee bit, because that's too far out. It's too far out. I was going to just get rid of these out of my collection because I hadn't watched them, and I thought, right, let's be fair. Let's give them a watch first. And I watched the first one and I thought it was pretty good. And I ended up watching the rest and I thought it was a reasonable series. So I've kept them all. Really do need to get rid of this rental copy and replace it with another one. It won't cost too much to do that. We've got the Hunger Games. Then it goes Catching Fire, doesn't it? Hunger Games. Catching Fire, Mockingjay Part 1, and Mockingjay Part 2. So they were pretty good. I actually quite enjoyed them. I'm just putting them down over there because when we get to the next part of the first part of the shelf, we're going to be taking a little bit of time to go through that. So we next have an absolute classic zombie movie. Shaun of the Dead. Can't beat that, can you? When they're in the pub and they're fighting to Queen. Don't Stop Me Now. That's hilarious. It really is. One I've not watched yet, I got from Poundland. It is Black Rock and it's sealed. When I've been decasing, I have not decased sealed ones because that keeps them nice and clean, doesn't it? So, but as I haven't watched this one yet, I think that will be getting decased, but never seen it yet. Two classics coming up. Zombieland and Zombieland. Oh, is this just... Yeah, no, it's Zombieland and Zombieland. Double Tap 2 movie collection. The second one is almost as good as the first. Really, really good zombie movies. You know, I'm apocalypse, end of the world, disaster type of vampire type of guy, and these are right up my street. Bill Murray, and that's hilarious as well, isn't he? John Carpenter's The Ghost of Mars with Natasha Henstridge and Ice Cube. I haven't watched this yet. I have seen it, but it was a really long time ago. Want to make sure that that has actually got English on it too. It does. This one I think I picked either in Charity Shop or CX. Not watched it yet. 88 Films, The Boneyard. We next have Split, which is a very good movie. I like Unbreakable better than Split. I do. I like Unbreakable better than Split. And I've not seen Glass yet. I always get these two mixed up. Stephen King's The Mist. Well, the fog's along a bit, so there we go. That's the one within the shop, isn't it? No, or is it the fog that's the one in the shop? I can't remember. No, I'm pretty sure that's The Mist. Pretty sure it's The Mist. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments. I appreciate that. I've got this. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a great fan of the Halloween movies. Everybody seems to like Halloween. I've seen the first one. I thought it was an okay slasher. I've not seen any of the others. I picked this one up because I seen it in the charity shop for £2 and I thought that was a pretty good deal. But I haven't seen the other ones yet, so I can't watch that one. So until we get to there, then we'll do that. What have we got next in the next row? Let's move over. Oh, we're a bit low again. It's weird how that is, isn't it? Maybe my floor's uneven. That's correct. We're up to the top bit anyway, so we'll go back and go along as we go around the rest of them at the front. So next we have Dawn of the Dead. I think this has recently came out on 4K. This is a remake. I really enjoyed the remake in the mall, and I didn't have it on Blu-ray. I didn't think there was a UK Blu-ray, so I got it from Germany. I've watched this 2 or 3 times recently. I've just not cracked open the Blu-ray, and it does have English on it, so that's great. Another excellent zombie movie. Train to Busan. What a movie that is. Really, really good. If you've not seen a zombie movie and you're looking for one, thoroughly recommend that one. Picked this up just recently, and it's the Alien vs Predator 2 movie pack with Alien vs Predator and Alien vs Predator Requiem. I can't actually remember seeing the Alien vs Predator Requiem. I remember seeing the first one. It wasn't too bad. With a recut and extended version of the film not shown in cinema, so I've only just picked this up reasonably recently. We then have Haunted Mansion that, well, I said made for my Disney. That should be on my Disney collection. That should be up there on the other shelf. So I think we'll put that on there. I haven't watched this yet. I have seen the original, but I haven't got round to this one yet. This is the one for me and James. Probably Halloween time. We then have Wildcard with Jason Statham. Poundland Special. Haven't watched it. Nice black case. I think I've got the DVD. Like, this is what I do. I actually combine my DVDs if I've got it in there. So I knew it was in there because it's a bit heavier. But again, that's one that can maybe be condensed. I haven't watched it yet. So I would, if I can condense it, then that's okay. That's not a favourite, because, well, I don't know because I've never seen it. But what I'm saying is, it's not a favourite that needs to be in my collection on show as yet, does it? What else have we got next? Oh, we've got Pet Sematary, the remake. I picked this up off Cinema Diesel, and it actually wasn't bad. That's a bit of tape for when I put my lights up at Christmas. It's still on there. Then we have one that's quite hard to get on Blu-ray these days. Ghost Ship. I picked this up at CEX and I paid pretty penny in vouchers for it. I think I paid maybe 15 or 18 to get that. But it's out of print. It's really difficult to get. and I think it's only going to go up in value. They might get, until a 4K comes out anyway. So I had the vouchers at the time, and I got that. It's a good movie, and I noticed that there's a guy on the ship there that's actually from Grey's Anatomy. Decent movie. Nice horror, that. What else have we got here? Here we go. I say I've just recently picked a couple of these up, and I've shall we say, just put them in there. So we have Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Again, not a favourite. It's got 2 discs though. This is my logic in combining. If it's got 2 discs, I really don't like combining them if I can avoid it. Because it just takes up more space. The discs can rub together in the poly pockets. Yeah, there we go. And then we have The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog. We've got Chaplin, as I said, recently picked that up. I've got 2001: A Space Odyssey. Great soundtrack to that. I actually went ice skating when I was a kid, and I skated round to that theme tune. I never knew what it was from until recently, until we're talking about older days, shall we say. One I've not watched yet. The Howling. Then we have Pan's Labyrinth. I have watched that, and I thought it was really good, if I remember rightly. My memory is really terrible. See, this is why I like watching repeat watching movies, because I could probably watch that and not remember anything about it. I just remember it being good. The Thing. This is the prequel, isn't it? Isn't bad. It's no The Thing though, is it? But there we go. What have we got next? Splice. I haven't watched it. Oh no, Splice: The Pact. I haven't watched it yet. And Splice. I haven't watched that yet either. Right, so they'll all go back up in a minute. Let's start from the back of the bin again, and we'll go around and we'll go to the ones. Let's see. Get my finger out of the way. Right. So there was a little bit of logic to that, and you might see a bit of logic when I do the back of this set. But there's a little bit of logic coming up, and that is I've got a little Liam Neeson section coming up with High Spirits. What a great 80s movie that is, and Steve Guttenberg as well. Notice how Cocoon was sort of up there beside him. Taken, great movie. Taken 2. Can't remember much about it, and Taken 3 should be in here somewhere, but it's not. Don't know why. Maybe I've combined it. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I combine Taken 2 and Taken 3. Have I done that in this one? No, I haven't. So Taken 3 must be somewhere on another shelf. It should really be in this area. Cool Pursuit. I haven't watched it yet. Non-Stop. Nice slipcover. Haven't watched it yet. The Commuter. Haven't watched it yet. Then we move on to a little Michael J. Fox section. Right, I'm going to have to pause for a second because my water's boiling for my spaghetti going. I'll be right back. I'm back. The spaghetti should take 10 or 15 minutes. Is that how long spaghetti takes? Roughly that. Not like that. And by that time, I'll be finished my video, hopefully. So, we start off with my small Michael J. Fox section. Now, I know it's not complete. I know you're probably missing all his best ones, probably, but they're probably in the 4K section, and a section you've not seen yet. So, here we go. Secret of My Success. Great movie. The Frighteners, that's an excellent movie. Excellent. Really good movie. Pretty sure that's been released on 4K lately. Another favourite of mine. Teen Wolf. The Hard Way. Another good Michael J. Fox. And Greedy. Again, I don't think many people have seen this, but it's a feel-good movie with Michael J. Fox, Kirk Douglas, and Nancy Travis from 3 Men and a Baby. So, little Michael J. Fox section there. We also come up to next a little Christian Bale section. Empire of the Sun, epic movie, seen that at school. I think he's great in that. I think John Malkovich is great as well. The Big Short, again, a very good movie. All about the 2009-8 financial crisis. I really, really enjoy that one. Find it really, really rewatchable. If you want to know what happened with the banks, watch this movie. Brad Pitt's in that as well. So that could have went in the Brad Pitt section or the Christian Bale section, but I put it in the Christian Bale section because I think he's more the main character in that. Hostiles. Haven't watched that yet, or I haven't seen it for a long time. The Fighter. There's a story about that Blu-ray. I borrowed it off a friend at work on DVD, and when it first came out, it was like 20 quid, and I went and broke it, and I went and got a replacement. So there you go. Oh, we've then got American Hustle. Haven't seen that for a long time, but Christian Bale's in that too. And a movie that people don't like too much. I like it, and it's Rain of Fire. I've watched this quite a few times. I just like it, dragons and that, but you know, each their own. A lot of people don't. And Exodus, God and Kings. I've watched that, but it was a really long time ago. So we move on to the. Can you guess what section this is? A very small Robert Redford section. I'll be right back. I just want to check that spaghetti. It's doing fine. So let's go on to the Robert Redford section. Sneakers. Very good movie. A bit dated now in terms of the technology. But it's a very, very good movie. I don't know how many times I've said great movie. Because I say, yeah, we are getting to some of my favourite ones here. All Is Lost. I haven't watched it yet. The Sting. Have watched that several times. Robert Redford and Paul Newman. I enjoy it. And I say one of my favourites, Roy, enjoyed this one as well. And it's The Last Castle. He's a general that gets put in prison. Mark Ruffalo as well in it. Another Brad Pitt. Well, could go in the Brad Pitt section, but I think Robert Redford's the bigger star in it. Or maybe got the most screen time, and it's Spy Game. Don't think this has got a UK Blu-ray, so I got it from Germany. Paid £7 or £8 for it. Great movie, that one as well. Robert Redford says, winner of 7 Academy Awards out of Africa. I haven't watched it yet. So, but I thought 7 Academy Awards must be alright. Yeah. We then have Robert Redford again, and Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson in Indecent Proposal. Again, not a UK Blu-ray for that. What would you do in that situation? $1 million for one night. And they take it and it destroys them. Oh, spoiler alert. Crazy Stupid Love, Steve Carell, Julianne Moore, Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling. Really, really enjoyed that movie. So that's not in the Robert Redford section. This is in a bit of a random section. 2 or 3 random ones before we get to the next one. She's Out of My League. Another great comedy, I think. And we have, of course, classic Fish Called Wanda. Let's move over a bit. We move over to my Dennis Quaid section. Really, really, again, I think this is an underrated movie. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it or seen it. It's Legion. It's about the Rapture. And Dennis Quaid's the boss of a diner while the Rapture's coming to fruition. Another great disaster movie. The Day After Tomorrow. Roland Emmerich. Probably one of my favourite directors. The Rookie, I've seen this, but I haven't opened this one. Copy. Older guy trying to make his way in American baseball. Flight of the Phoenix. I thought it was a pretty decent remake. The original's really good too, but I don't think they've done this a disservice. I think they've done it was a pretty good remake. Classic of mine that I really, really enjoy. Inner Space. Vantage Point. I've only seen this once or twice, but it was pretty good. I Am Number 4. I don't know why that's sitting in there either. Don't think this wee section here has got much log to it between Dennis Quaid and who's coming up. I Am Number 4. When Harry Met Sally. Classic. Detroit, not a bad movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Jack Nicholson. White House Down, again, Roland Emmerich, pretty decent movie, I think. Just going to reposition. Next we enter one of my favourite actors. Roy sent me this recently, Let Him Go. I thought it was a great story. What would you do for your family? JFK. I'm going to be honest with you, I've not got all the way through this. Not recently, anyway. 3 hours. I really want to watch it, but I've just turned it on a few times and not got through it. Field of Dreams. Again, it's a good movie, but it's not my favourite Kevin Costner one. This one is The Postman. If there's some missing from these sections, that I should probably have in my collection. I probably already showed them in previous shelves in the 4Ks or special editions. But The Postman, I really, really wish this would get a 4K. That would be top of my list to get a 4K. I just like the story. Again, apocalypse boy, you could call me. And America has disintegrated. There are no highways, there are no dreams or of a better tomorrow, only scattered survivors. And he reunites them in a lie. Another very, very good movie. Kevin Costner's in it, but he's not the main star of it. And that's Hidden Figures. This does have a 4K, doesn't it? Again, I find that one very watchable. And it's the story of the woman who helped with the space program, the black woman specifically. They helped with the space program, and they're now getting some recognition for that. Drafty. It's a sports drama, but it's more a business movie, I think. Dances with Wolves. Again, I like this one. It's not my favourite Kevin Costner, but I do watch it. I've watched it quite a few times. And then I think I started to go for a Ben Affleck section at the end here, but I don't know what went wrong. So we've got High Road to China with Tom Selleck, which I've not watched yet. We've got The Town with Ben Affleck, and we've got Argo with Ben Affleck. And I wonder where I put the rest of my Ben Affleck ones. So there you go. So that is my complete part 1 of Shelf 19, because you're going to be able to see the back of it soon, aren't you? So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Comments, likes and things like that do help the channel. So if you want to help me out in that and speak to me and got any comments on what I do in these videos, then feel free to make them. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, I forgot to pick a favourite from this shelf. And for me, has to be The Postman. Has to be The Postman. Just one of my favourite movies. Thanks, guys. See you later.